Sydney was bored. Bored with mixing potions in her aunt's alchemy shop, and bored of life in the fairy homeland of Sylvan Valley. So when her sister Marla sends her a letter and asks Sydney to bring some family documents to the crime-ridden city of Woodhollow, Sydney leaps at the chance, only to discover Marla in charge of one of the criminal syndicates competing for control of the Woodhollow underworld. Before she knows it, Sydney finds herself embroiled in a gang war and must maneuver her way through the plots of rival thugs, ogre peacekeepers, and the semi-immortal ruler of the city. And through it all, she learns that she has drawn the attention of a mysterious order of assassins who want Sydney for some sinister purpose of their own. Rumble in Woodhollow is book 1 of 3 of the Holly Sisters series by Jonathan Pembroke, and it follows Sydney, who is a fairy, leaving her hometown to go deliver some letters to her sister, who is in Woodhollow. And once she's in Woodhollow, she joins her sister's gang, because that's what one does. No, really, it's actually a very interesting premise, and I haven't read anything quite like it in the fantasy genre. I mean, yes, I've read about thuggery and all sorts of other similar things, but never a gang. And I feel like that's bizarre because it should be more popular than it is. Anyways, so this book follows Sydney in her adventures trying to solve some of the problems that the gang has with rival gangs and their desire for power, I guess. And then there's magic involved and secret assassins and all sorts of other things like that. And it's very interesting. I will say the plot feels almost a little more like a serialized television show than it does a novel. Not entirely. I want to say everything culminates at around 75% of the way through the book, and then you see all the pieces put together and it kind of goes into the finale, I guess you could say. But up until that point you have, you know, episodic sort of events where, okay, here's a mission here, and then a different situation here that kind of builds on what came before, but not entirely. I think it works out very well. None of the episodes feel disjointed, it all flows together fairly smoothly, and they do build upon one another. It's not, you know, like just situation X and then situation Y and nothing in between happens. It's just feels a little more episodic than it does plot points, which, you know, I liked it. I did like it. I thought the plot was interesting, and you get to kind of ease into the story a bit more slowly. And then once things really start building on one another, you get, oh my, it's very dramatic and very involved, and oh my goodness. As far as the characters go, I like Sydney. She's got a bit of a mouth, as in snark and sarcasm, but she's also very capable. Excuse me. Yes, dear. You gotta wait. She's very capable at thinking on her feet, and I feel like I appreciate that more than I appreciate people who are able, yes, dear, able to fight a lot. I mean, fighting is useful, especially if you're joining a gang, but I feel like thinking on your feet is a great quality to have, and I really like the way that this book dealt with that. The writing was very easy to read, it felt very smooth, it almost read like an urban fantasy, but, you know, wasn't, because all the characters were fairies or dryads or brownies or anything like that, and it didn't actually take place on Earth, so that's a thing. But it read very much like an urban fantasy, even though it wasn't. Yeah, so I liked this book. I thought it was very entertaining and fun. I'm curious to see what would happen in the next book, because there's some questions left unanswered, and it was very dramatic and that sort of a thing. Yeah, but if you're looking for a fun romp, not necessarily a clean one, because there are rather violent bits in it, but a fun romp, you know, urban fantasy-esque with intelligent characters and a bit of snark, then this is definitely worth a read. You can find it and all the other information, as usual, in the description box below. You can find my links there too. And that's pretty much all I've got for you today. I desperately hope that the rain continues because I need some fall weather. Pretty please, that would be lovely. Anyways, go cause some trouble, go read a book, and I shall see you next time. Bye.